Summer is almost finished. We still have something like 18 days left when we're shooting this, and a little less by the time you see it. But you know what? Fall is absolutely on the way. And one of the things that happens over the summer, especially when we have a long, warm summer, is that things like your hanging baskets, they start to, they've been growing and growing and growing, and they get a little tired out sometimes. Plus, there's a whole new season, the fall season, which by my survey is a lot of people's favorite season. And there's so many different colors and feel for fall that one of the things would be great to do, replace hanging baskets that are all tired out with super long lasting fall hanging baskets. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm Scott from GardenWorks. Give you a few tips, some ideas about how you can do it, and kind of the approach you should take when you're making fall hanging baskets. So when you're going to be planning up and growing a hanging basket for the fall, it's really important to recognize that you don't get a lot of rapid growth from many plants in the fall. You want to choose plants that have long-lasting impact, that are cold hardy in case it drops down in temperature at night through the fall. You don't want things that can't take a little bit of frost. So the foliage is a really important part of the fall hanging basket and planting schemes. And the way to do that mainly is using ground covers, evergreen ground covers, herbs. So evergreen ground covers like a kinnikinick or something like that can just be planted in a hanging basket. Sedum, some of the low-growing sedums, and the herbs, things like rosemary, up taller stuff like sage will work and will grow a bit. And then golden creeping jenny is one I have that will trail down. So that's, and then also maybe some of the evergreen ornamental grasses like the Carexes or the sedges, and there's a few other choices for that. So those are the kind of things you want to choose. For flowers, like you're going to be less on flowers, but pansies work well, of course. And then we have the the summer, fall blooming heathers, and there's these ones called bud bloomers that were created. And their main claim to fame is that they last a really long time, and because all the color is in the flower buds, and the flower buds don't actually open up. So they don't open up and then finish. They just stay that way for quite a long time. So those are some great sort of flowers to add into the hanging basket. So the other way to approach this too, and that's something that I was introduced to a long, long time ago, and some is quite popular now and makes lots of sense. You don't have to do it this way, but there's sort of sticking to color schemes. So I've split it up down the middle here on my bench of a cool color scheme. That's the silvers, the purples, the whites, the grays, that kind of stuff. That's one color scheme. And then the warm color scheme, which is the golden colors, maybe oranges, and some of those real browns or bronzes. That's all sort of those classic fall colors, I guess. So you could just throw them all together and mix it all up, but you can keep these color schemes too. Do the same thing with a planter or a window box and have a really great color scheme. And you can vary it from year to year. So there are things that I mentioned before, sedums and things like that fit into both color schemes. So we can have lots of fun with that. Like I said, don't expect lots of growth, so you want to fill your hanging basket up fairly full. Use nice fresh soil, and then it should be really well drained in case we get a bunch of rain in the fall and your basket is out from under cover. You don't want it to get sopping wet, so use a good well-drained soil. I've got a planter box mix here. And these are great. And they're great because these wire frame hanging baskets, because they have some attractive designs on the basket, and you won't get a basket in the fall that trails all the way down on all sides and covers it up. You can see the baskets that are behind me that have been growing a lot of the summer. They still don't cover up the whole basket. So this is a really nice way to have a super attractive looking basket, a really nice sort of decor feel. That's kind of probably there's more little things that are good, but that covers it. I think the other thing is you don't need to fertilize heavily a hanging basket in the fall because you won't get the growth because you don't have the long days or lots of sunshine, so they're going to grow slower. So they don't need the big feed that you would do with your hanging baskets in the spring. So a little bit of a different approach. So I think we can plant up one of the hanging baskets. I could plant up two of the hanging baskets, one of each color, but let's do the cool theme, because I've been told that there's folks who like that cool theme. And so we'll do that one up so we can see how it turns out, and you'll see a little bit how close, how things are planted together and things like that. So I'm going to use this nicer looking hang basket, and we'll get started with that. All right, well, I think that turned out really well. It's a great, cool color theme for the fall and winter. Lasts through the fall and winter quite easily. You know, there's so many combinations of plants you can do by using things like Helichrysum and Heuchera I didn't even mention before. So different things in combination. I used the Eucalyptus in here, and that was a lot of fun. So give that a try. Plant it up. They'll be super long lasting, fall, winter, and into next spring, and you'll have your own unique hanging baskets. I love it. Thanks for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Have a happy fall.